Yo guys, what's up? So in this tutorial, we are going to cover up what we call smart money concept or supply and demand strategy. You understand? So because price does not move in a certain direction forever, and there are some stuffs that moves the market. There are some stuffs that moves the market. So what are these things? With this strategy, we call it smart money we call it supply and demand. Supply and demand are what moves the price. You understand? So without wasting of time, let's get into it. Keep your fingers crossed. So as you can see this diagram on the screen, so this is an illustration of uptrend. I believe you know that this is a bullish scenario. You can see the series of higher highs and higher lows. You understand? So you can see here we have this swing points. You can see swing high. So price broke it to the upside. Then we have this swing low here. Then we have this swing low. You understand? We have reconstructed to the upside. Then price came back. You can see this range that price came back. We call it retracement. You can see the label in here. It is called retracement. Price retraces back to the demand zone. Demand zone is where the buyers are interested in buying the market. You understand? When price gets to demand zone, you should support the buyers too. If your trend is bullish, you understand, if it's an uptrend, you are only interested in buying. If you are in downtrend, you are only interested in selling. You don't sell at buying trend. At uptrend, you don't sell at uptrend, and you don't buy at downtrend. It's just like you are trading against the trend. It's just like you are driving your car, you are passing through one way, which is very dangerous. You understand? So for you not to lose money, you have to follow the trend. When you do your analysis and you observe that this particular trend that you are seeing on the chart, it is uptrend, you should focus on only buying. So this demand zone, it shows the interaction between buyers and sellers. When price retraces to the demand zone, then you should expect buyers to get in. You understand? You can see this place, buyers get in here. Buyers get in at the demand zone. You understand? Buyers get in at the demand zone, then they push price upward. You can see we have break of structure and another break of structure. So this is the example of uptrend using smart money concept. You understand? So let's move to sell scenarios. So this is an example of bearish trend or downtrend. You can see we have series of lower highs and lower lows. You understand? So you can see we have break of structure to the downside here. We have high and we have low. Break of structure to the downside. Then automatically supply zone have been formed. Once price have broken structure to the downside, you understand? If it's uptrend too, once price breaks structure to the upside, automatically demand zone will be formed. You understand? So likewise this place too, so far price have broken structure to the downside, automatically supply zone have been created. So you should expect retracement into the supply zone, then you should expect price to push down and create another break of structure to the downside. Since price have broken structure to the downside, new supply zone have been created automatically too. Then you should expect another retracement back into that zone. So this is area where sellers get in. This is the area where sellers are interested. You understand? We can also call it area of interest or point of interest, where sellers are interested in selling the market, in pushing the price downward. You understand? So I believe you get this now. So let's go to the price chart and check a live example. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah, so here is the example on the live chart. So you can see series of lower highs and lower lows. You understand? You can see we have high here and we have low. Break of structure to the downside. Then new supply zone was created. Then we have another retracement or reversal. Price reversed back and sold at the supply zone, the exact point of the supply level. It sold at that same point. then created another break of structure to the downside, creating another lower low. You understand? Then after break of structure, new supply zone have been generated automatically. So you should expect price to retrace back to that supply level and break another structure to the downside by breaking the previous swing low. You understand? So you can see price retraced back again after break of structure. It retraced back to the supply zone and sold at that same point. Sellers took over from that area and sold at that same point. So when you are trading or when you sit down trade, you are only interested in selling, then you should be selling at the supply levels. You should be selling at the supply zones. You understand? So let's move to uptrend example. Yeah, so here is the example of uptrend using supply and demand strategy or smart money concept. So you can see we have this break of structure to the upside, then we have this swing low. You understand? So after this break of structure, demand zone was created automatically. So you should expect price to retrace back you should expect price to retrace back to the demand level, and you should expect buyers to step in at that same level. So you can see buyers took over from that demand zone and push price to the upward and broke structure to the upside. You understand? It's just that we are in bullish trend. You understand? You should be looking to buy, right? We are looking for buy opportunity. Then after this break of structure again, demand zone was created or generated automatically. So you should expect price to retrace back, and you should expect buyers, or as a trader, you should buy from that demand level or demand zone. You understand? So this is the introduction to smart money concept, SMC. So in the next lesson we are going to cover up when how to how to highlight zones, how to draw zones, how to identify them. You understand? And how to know when to buy. You understand? So I believe we all learn a lot of things from this lesson. So see you later.